Welcome to St. Thomas English Medium School, Standard 7th, Subject English. Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with our poetry number 4, Chivvy, written by Michael Rosen. Let us begin with the introduction of the poet, Michael Rosen. Michael Rosen was born on 7th May 1946 and is an English children's author as well as poet who has written more than 140 books. He served as a children's laureate from June 2007 to June 2009. So the meaning of laureate means a person who has given a high official honor for achievement in a particular field. So he was given or he has served as a children's laureate from the year June 2007 to June 2009. And he has also been a TV presenter and a political columnist. Poem Chivvy. So before starting the poetry, let me explain the meaning of Chivvy. So the meaning of Chivvy means to nag or continuously urge someone to do something, often in an annoying way. So I will give you an example. At home, when your parents, they just continuously tell you that don't do this, don't do that, don't sit like that, don't stand like that, sit properly, stand properly, eat properly. So that is known as nagging, and the word chivi, it means nagging. So let me give you a summary of this poetry. So the poem Chivi is about do's and don'ts that the grown-ups always tell us. They always try to nag the children how to sit, how to walk, how to talk, how to eat, and so on. So they continuously try to tell the small kids that how they should be behaving. So through this poem, the poet also mentions about the incapability of children taking a decision on their own when they grow up because of the continuous nagging of the children. So as always their decision, it is being influenced by their parents. So the small kids or the children, they are not able to be self dependent and they are not able to take decision of their own. So at that time, so when this situation happens, at that time the same adults, they will criticize this grown up children for not being able to take the decision on their own. So this poetry is about the do's and don'ts which always the grown ups, they try to tell to the young children. So before starting, the poet has also mentioned one of the incident which has taken place with his own life. So let us see what that incident was. So once when the poet, he was of 5 years, his mother takes him to a nearby school for taking admission for the poet. So when the teacher is asking the poet what is his name or what his mother calls at home, at that time the innocent poet, what is giving the answer? He is replying confidently, Michael, don't. So from this incident, we can say that the poet was also nagged continuously at home by his mother or father, or whoever grown-ups might be there at his home. And the nagging was such influential to him that at such an uh, age, that is, he was 5 years of age and he was so innocent that when the teacher asked him about his name or what his mother used to call him at home, he innocently he just tells the teacher that my name is Michael, don't. So it is an interesting incident which the poet has shared with us through this poetry. So now let us begin with the poetry now. Grown-ups say things like speak up, don't talk with your mouth full, don't stare, don't point, don't pick your nose, so on. So in the first paragraph, the poet mentions about the series of instruction which all the grown-ups they are giving at home, or as well as we can say that at school also children they feel that not only at home, at school also always teachers are behind them and nagging them, don't talk, sit properly, or open your books, close your book, read properly. So they feel that not only at home but at school also teachers also they continuously nag them. So here, here some of the points which always the grown-ups are telling the children. It is mentioned like speak up, don't talk when you are eating, don't put your fingers in the nose, don't stare, etc., etc. Sit up, say please, less noise, shut the door behind you, don't drag your feet, haven't you got a hanky? Take your hands out of your pockets, etc., etc. So in the second paragraph also, the poet he continues to emphasize on the instructions given by the grown-ups or the elders at home. So each and every activity of the young child, like how to sit, how to walk, and instructing them that they are supposed to say please, or when they are talking, they have to make less noise. When they are playing, they have to make less noise. So whenever they are sneezing or coughing, they have to use their hanky. And if while doing so, if they are not having a hanky with them, then they are just cross questioning them that you don't have a hanky with you. And while entering the home or going out of your home, after them they have to close the door behind, and they are not supposed to put their hands in the pockets. So all these things it is being administered or looked out after by the grown up. So these all instruction the elders they continuously they give to the children. Pull your socks up, stand up straight, say thank you, don't interrupt, no one thinks you are funny, take your elbows off the table. Can't you make your own mind up about anything? So, still in the last paragraph, also the list of instruction it still continues that how a child has to behave. But in the last two lines the poet he wants to explain that the now the child perhaps he has become grown up, he has grown up, but the adult who is around him they still continue to nag, but this time the situation is different, and for a different reason they are nagging the child. So, as the child is not able to decide anything for himself, so as the child has grown up, he has to make decision of his life or for his career. He has to make his own decision. But because of the situation which the child faced in his childhood, He has followed blindly the instruction of the grown up his entire childhood, and because of that, he or she they are not or he is not able to take decision of their own. And now the same adults, now what they are doing, they are criticizing him for not able to take the decision of their own. But what they are doing now, they are not thinking that what the child is facing the situation now, actually it is brought up by the same grown-ups. They are not thinking, and they are still continuing to nag the children that they are not able to decide anything, or they are not able to uh, take a decision of their own, and for that also they are making this grown up children responsible for that. So I hope you understood this poetry. Thank you for watching this video.